One of the classes and decks that I was looking at when I was doing the reveal stream was Druid, both like token Druid, and this is actually here. This is Deadly Kitten's deck.
Oh, the heal Druid.
Let's see if it works. So, trees are friends.
Yeah.
Nature's Restoration.
Yep.
So one card that really stood out to me, and actually it's interestingly in both of these decks, is Dreamway Guardians.
Oh yeah.
This card just seems super good to me.
Yeah.
Because
it's very solid.
Between the heal stuff, where obviously just lifesteal, restoring health to you is really powerful, and the fact that any kind of AoE buff on lifesteal is sort of magnified in terms of its impact.
Yeah.
Seems pretty neat.
Yep.
I do have to say I'm still sad. I guess yeah. No, multiple just around. I'm still sad that turning my treants into ancients and then them dying does not help my mulch muncher.
Yeah, unfortunate.
It's like these treants, they die. It's like what they're
transform.
They're too big to be mulched.
Up.
They're too big to be mulched by the mulch muncher. You know?
They're growing up into big ancients.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
One cool thing about Dreamway Guardians is that it doesn't count as a minion, but they do summon minions as a spell. So there are certain decks where you want to have spells that generate minions.
Well, where's the there's the one card. Let's look at the Druid cards real quick. There was this one, Crystal Song Portal.
Yep.
Yeah, this is really interesting card, and if you're playing a very minion light deck. Is a really powerful card advantage effect.
Yes.
2-cost, effectively draw 3 Druid minions.
Yeah.
And while there's obviously some situational Druid minions like a Savage Strike or whatever, it's going to be kind of a weak draw. 3 class minions is just a lot of power.
Them specifically being Druid minions makes the pull a lot stronger than it would be if they included neutrals. So.
I actually won a game with a Dust Fallen Aviana earlier.
Oh, nice.
Not by casting her, just because I got her off a Face Collector and she was a non-rogue card, and thus I turned on my Underbelly Fence and Vendetta.
Nice.
But yeah, it seems like, say you're playing a token-style Druid deck, right? Like this card, what is it? Crystal Song Portal does seem really good because there's a lot of synergistic stuff with your tokens that you can get off of it. And, if you have a deck that's likely to be quite spell-heavy with like landscaping / force of nature, Soul of the Forest, Whispering Woods, whatever else.
Savage Roar.
Yeah.
And what's cool about that card is if you top deck it's fantastic, and if you have minions, then you can play them out and then use it as a refill.
Oh, so. here's the deck link. No, the deck code doesn't seem to be working. Here, we can just put it together through this.
Sure.
So, Crystal Song Portals.
Oh, it's got some Light Warden stuff going on here too.
Dreamway Guardians. This guy seems awesome. Keeper Stellaris.
Oh, yeah.
That card seems really real nice.
And it was cool with that card. We actually updated the art for.
I saw that. That was really cool.
Yeah. I remember we were playing with it, and then the cards would come in hand, and we can easily distinguish them based off the art. And we're like, oh yeah, we should just update these.
2 Mark of the Loa. This card seems nuts. Crystal Stag.
Oh yeah.
This card just seems like that's like the reason to play.
And it's cool too. You don't have to do it on the same turn. You can ramp up to it, and once it's active for the rest of the game. So it's really solid.
Yeah, Crystallize is a funny card in this deck too.
Crystallize is an interesting. Ordinary TARDIS is interesting.
My feeling is this version of this deck is too focused on just having a bunch of lifesteal stuff.
Probably.
Like,
I definitely find a way to put in a Crystal Power, the other choose one card. If it's not already in there, I don't see it.
Yeah. So this is the list. So my feeling is that you don't really want to go like super in on like all these things are just a bunch of heal effects. Like it's not like you have. Yeah. You mostly care about like just hitting the threshold, right? You don't need like just tons and tons of healing.
Yep.
So it feels like to me, stuff like Vicious Scalehide, this feels kind of bad to me, right? Yeah. Like obviously they help with like Light Warden if you're really like leaning heavily on Light Warden, but even still, it feels like you're going too deep with all of these like individual healing guys. And if it feels like you want the healing power payoff, this is really good.
You definitely want Crystal Power.
Like this card's just like really sick.
It's very solid, yeah.
So here,
I definitely make room for that.
Let's get rid of these guys. Let's get rid of these guys, this guy. And this card seems really good to me, but this card seems like at its best if you're playing a deck that has like a bunch of like mid-sized minions, or you have ways to like gain value off of the healing, and you have the ability to get your guys damaged. Like obviously like Priest with like Wild Pyromancer, North Star Cleric. It's like this card is like just it's another circle of healing basically. It doesn't heal your opponent's guys.
You can kind of do it with Lightweaver a bit, but you have to have enough biggish minions
right.
to have damage. So you could also play Pyromancer in this with some biggish minions and get some of those combos off as well.
I feel like if you're playing Steladris, you really want Wrath.
Oh, yeah.
This is like one of the best cards to do off of that.
Definitely want Crystal Power as well.
Yeah, Crystal Power, yeah. Yeah, deal 2, gain 5 is like really good with this.
And Crystal Power just activates the stags if you're damaged.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on like Crystallizer?
It seems interesting. It's a solid one drop for if you're playing the more aggressive version of the deck. There's also a version of the deck that is more like a wall druid with Lucent Barks and like Faceless Manipulators, and it just constantly resurrects Lucent Bark, and it's similar to Hedronox in that you have to make sure that it dies. But once it's in the death pool, you can do a lot of shenanigans with it, which is pretty cool.
One of the funny things, Druid compared to like Paladin, for instance, Druid just has a hero power. You just punch things, right? Like Paladin, you have to like draw your weapon or like find a way to damage yourself otherwise.
Exactly.
Whereas with Druid, it's like, okay, you have a minion, all right, I'll punch it, I'll gain 5, I'll do this like powerful thing.
I've definitely hit into a large thing, so I can heal it back to get my Lucent Bark back up. And do
this card is interesting because it's obviously like pretty expensive. It's an 8 cost 4/8 taunt. Super vulnerable to silence. But if one doesn't silence this, they are in a world of trouble. I do like the idea of Mulch Munchers.
It's definitely harder to kill Lucent Bark since Naturalize is rotating. So.
Ooh, also true, yeah.
Or Hall of Fame.
I mean, you can kind of lean on like the token and healing thing at once because of these guys. Like they really bridge the gap between the two archetypes, which does mean that if you want to like try playing like sort of more proactive aggro type version, I could even imagine playing like these. And obviously, like the Lifeweaver becomes a lot more powerful if you do have like early game dudes who are like kind of trading and stuff. That is really sort of powered up as well by like the Blessing of the Ancient, the Power of the Wild, where these guys, it's like, okay, they're 2 health, they're 3 health. How about Mark of the Loa?
I'm not sure about that or Ordinary Tortoise.
The Tortoise.
Like, I think you're gonna take enough damage at some point.
Well, I mean, Tortoise does like just hit you to the threshold for your healing effects.
For sure.
And it's a big body.
For sure.
So, if you're looking to like, buff something, and whatnot, it can be pretty strong. It actually seems pretty decent. I'm trying to think of like what sort of like, metagame stuff you're trying to deal with. Ooh, Keeper of the Grove with this.
That does not work.
Doesn't? Oh, because
it's not a spell.
Oh, it's a spell. Okay. Fair enough.
Originally, we thought about if Steladris should work with minions, but it felt kind of weird to have like the 2 different versions in your hand. And, and then if you have Fantro, it gets kind of weird with that too. So we stuck with spells because it was a lot easier to sort of like break off those powers. And
you can't use it with like War Druid loading at all.
Exactly. I think a very early version we thought about it with minions, and then we came to the conclusion that it just wouldn't make a lot of sense in a lot of the weird edge cases. So
also, this version of the deck feels like it's actually not very good with Crystal Sunk Portal because you just have so many minions. But maybe you just have it because like when you run out, you're like, okay, I fire this off and it's just reloads me pretty heavily.
It could be useful for a reload.
I feel like this guy's really good.
Solid for sure.
I feel like I'm kind of skeptical of the Light Warden.
It's dreamy, but I would think you would want some stuff with like high health.
Yeah, exactly.
So like something like Proud Defender would be pretty solid.
Proud Defender.
He's just a big.
Oh, this guy. Okay, interesting.
And so he can take a lot of damage, and then it gets healed back up. And then
you mean like an Ornery Tortoise?
Like an Ornery Tortoise.
Violet Teacher.
Violet Teacher is always solid. Traveling Healer is a kind of a neutral.
Traveling Healer.
Yeah, you just passed it.
Oh, did I?
It's a neutral healing card.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's like kind of a mediocre body, I think, for what we're looking at. I feel like Potion Vendor is kind of a question mark in this deck. It only really works with a Lifeweaver. I guess if we are playing Lifeweaver, we probably do want Potion Vendor. So you don't really have. Otherwise, you have like this and like this is healing. All right, I like that.
I'd be tempted to just put 1 Lucent Bark in there just to have it.
All right.
As an end game potentially, but the version that.
Lucent Bark does make my Greenway Guardian a lot worse. Or not my Crystal Song Portals, because it's going to sit in my hand.
That's true.
This could just give me a Lucent Bark, right?
That's true.
I feel like, I like this.
So this is like the really aggro version. Savage Roar, there you go.
Probably 1 Roar.
Yeah.
I feel like this deck wants the Power of the Wild, Blessing of the Ancients more than wants Roar.
It's like token heal.
All right. Well, let's see if there's an opponent in the queue. We'll try token heal since that was what we just built and talked about.
It's Kibler, isn't it? Yeah,
Right.
it's Kibler. What's the play? Can you see?
Swift
I
patron.
have no idea what they're doing.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep everything. We
Decent
probably
card.
want a 1. Let's mulligan
Oh, yeah.
at least this.
I was thinking about
Maybe mulligan these. Just keep
Those two,
these.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
get Crystal Song maybe,
Yeah.
or Crystallizer. Ooh, okay.
All right. I'm gonna coin out an ornery Turtis next turn. I think, depending on what he does.
for sure.
Very likely we're just getting ornery.
Seems solid, and then you can heal yourself back up after, get some stuff activated.
All right. Let's go.
Ooh, needed that last turn.
Uh-oh.
He's doing things.
Kibler, stop playing
Blessing of
cards.
Ancients is actually really interesting. We were surprised, like when we were playtesting it, that it needed to be 3 mana because
This one?
slow. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh, this card
But
seems very strong to me.
it's very good. Yeah, it's very flexible. Which
All right.
is
Well, I'm just
fantastic.
killing myself.
Cool. Got a couple more kills here. You get Crystallizer. You put yourself down. 15.
Crystallizer, and then I can play Blessing Ancients possibly.
Yeah.
This next turn. That's the sick thing about Twin Spells. Like, okay, well, this would be pretty good, but I don't want to waste it. Now it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, didn't really waste it.
Exactly.
Executed. All right. Well, now I don't want to do that. Just control. Ooh.
Oh, you can activate it.
Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty solid.
Boom.
Nice.
Ooh. All right.
That's some spicy minions. Do you want to get your heal in now, or do you want to?
I don't think so. It doesn't seem like he's trying to
Okay.
kill me.
Yeah.
All right. That was sick.
That's some spicy.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah. Class minions are much better than the neutral pool. So.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I'm glad we waited.
But I don't really. I want to. I don't want to do this.
The Life Weaver bump.
There's no great way to use the Life Weaver. I mean, I only healed the once with this.
Yeah, then you can heal it once.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'd rather just like play this.
Sure.
All right, we're doing it.
Seems pretty solid.
I mean, like, he may just like Warpath or Brawl me here though, which would suck. But I mean, we still have just like the second half of Blessing the Ancients,
Yeah.
and if he doesn't, then I mean, our deck is a token deck. He's gonna have to Warpath or Wrath, several times anyway.
Yep.
So sort of demanding it right now, I think is good. And if he doesn't have it, then
Yep.
it could be really powerful.
You still have a lot of large minions too to refill later.
Right? Yeah. I mean, we hit some pretty big stuff off of that.
Yeah.
And if these don't die, this just goes nuts. What do you got, Toast? What do you got?
It seems
I
like
think it's
we
Toast.
should
We play against Swift
All right.
Patron, I believe.
Swift
Brawl.
Patron,
Okay.
Brawl.
One of these
Okay.
live.
All right.
One of these guys. Come on.
We're on the side of caution.
No.
And of course, it's the biggest.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Our-
it
our
always
big
is.
one.
At least that's my
That's
like
how
my
we're all
second best guy.
Yeah.
We
so
could
You could Life Weaver. Power.
Life Weaver heal this.
Yeah, and then power, maybe.
It's kind of medium.
You can heal and see what you get. You might get a playable.
Yeah. All right.
Like you could get another Dreamway Guardian here, which would be pretty solid. Oh, no power.
I'm just gonna +1 my team.
Sure. Just make them beefier. Some solid.
These are actually pretty hard for him to kill at that point.
Yeah.
Like even if he like shield block shield slams doesn't kill either of them.
Yep.
And yeah, we could play this into the floof.
Yes.
Grizzly. Okay.
Oh, cool.
All right. So let's draw some healing. Mark of the Loa.
Loa making its presence.
All right. I'm gonna cycle
You
this.
you could do Raptors and then Blessing, and then it wipes
Yeah.
the board. And it just makes a really large board.
I feel like I want to like do that the turn before I scenario. So I feel like then I can potentially like whirlwind that. I'm gonna cycle the Wrath
Cool.
here.
Oh, more Raptors.
Maybe just buff this trade here. Buff this hit face.
Seems reasonable, yeah. Makes you less susceptible to the second brawl.
He already used an execute too. An execute and a brawl. Gloop sprayer. Boom.
Oh.
Look at that.
Gloop spray into Cenarius, into Cenarius. Oh! Oh, I think we definitely Gloop Spray, right? Wait, do we? Well, do we have lethal? 10.
Who cares? We're going to Gloop Sprayer.
We can't Gloop Sprayer.
No, we have plus $3 guys is our best option.
So we don't quite have it. But double Gloop Sprayer on that board is
Oh, God.
wild.
This is where we draw Brawl.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Take your medicine, Toast.
Yeah, it is. I think we just do it, right?
We just have to high roll.
Because Grom's the biggest minion, so.
Yes. If there is
That's how it works, right?
If there is a god.
Scenarios next turn's going to be pretty
Brawl.
good. Oh, there's the Brawl.
Okay.
Man, if
Well.
Grom lives here, we're actually.
We do have another Gloop Sprayer, too.
Well, it's
That's
the
not so bad.
weakest
All right,
attack
all right.
minion.
Attack and play the scenarios. Ooh, roar. Hold on.
Might have
6. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we're like
Just a bit.
just off. Yeah, we have 11 damage. We're one damage off lethal.
Yeah.
All right.
Scenarios. Pretty solid.
Huh.
And we have another Scenarios
Yeah.
coming up next.
We have so much to buff our guys with.
Seriously.
And then we have 4 mana scenarios for next turn if it doesn't. +2/+2 to everyone. +2/+0 to everyone.
And both brawls are down, too, so.
The what was that? What's the card? The Crystal Song Portal was super good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we didn't even get like, I mean, obviously like Cenarius and Flute, powerful, you know, but like a Gloop Sprayer. It's like, Gloop Sprayer is like a pretty, you know, generally going to be a pretty terrible card, but when you know, it's just reloading. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, there's that combo with Sweeping Strikes.
Bam. Bam.
All right. All right.
Cool. Gonna heal a lot.
Wow. Look at this.
Kill Slam, properly.
So fancy. Oh, God. I only healed for 2 before. So we can Cenarius.
Scenarios.
+2 these. Well, we could also just Cenarius, make
you
guys
could also
buff,
Lotus.
and just trade here.
You can also Lotus for Raptors and then Scenarios and buff. And then you go.
The problem with that, I think I want to
to.
save this, because this is like, you know, at least like a way to reload here.
Okay.
We definitely want to play the Cenarius. The question is, which mode do we want? Because +2/+2 means that guy stays alive, but I have the dudes, I have a ton of ways to buff anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to make guys.
But
Oh, 4 mana flute.
Oh, no.
Wait, where did he get this flute? Tell me it's not from Chris.
No,
it
no,
wasn't.
that was just a real card.
Well, he's already brawled twice, and this is our board.
And you already used one Zilliax Sweeping Strike, so.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, there it is.
He's going to have like 6/6/6s.
Yes. He could get two.
It's a cool animation.
He could get 2 Sunwalkers.
He could get 2 Sunwalkers. That's true. Or 2 like damaged Megadons. One of each.
Oh, hi, man. Sunwalker. Got one
okay.
Sunwalker.
I'm pretty sure we're still dead.
I think
We need
we're
a
super, super dead. We needed 2 Sunwalkers, and that's actually not enough anymore.
So much damage.
You know, we can blame Chaff with this one.
I-
Put in Big Bad Archmage.
Amani Warbear would have saved us.
Amani Warbear. On that side would have taken out 3
3 guys.
There we go. Nice
guys.
Which would not have saved
Gotta
us.
kill all the stuff that came off his 10-minute
yeah.
spell and him.
Of course. Of course.
We remain undefeated.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Almost got your Siege in the chest.
Yeah.